चलो भैया. हाँ भैया. Bye bye. Take care. Bye bye.
Finally, after many days going through all the official procedures, we managed to book our bus to leave Delhi. Distance is 1600 km. Let's move.
Hello guys, bye bye.
As there was no cab available, we had to take these e-rickshaws, and it was quite fun to travel in a wide open highways, and it almost took 1 hour to reach where our bus is supposed to come. It seems our bus was late, so waiting game started.
Bye bye. हाम्रो बस कहिले आउँछ अरे हौ?
त्यो मलाई थाहा भएन.
After waiting an hour, we got to know that our bus will be late, but fortunately there was this place just nearby where we could take rest for a while. We spent the whole evening there, and it was already dark when our bus came, and this was just before we saw our bus. So yes, this was our bus, and everybody was quite excited to see it, and it was quite good than expected. So finally around 9 p.m. we started our journey from Delhi, and as the street lights of Delhi and in the gate passes by us, we had our own movement in our heart as we could not believe that we finally moving towards our home. We were all tired, so we directly jumped to our dinner and even enjoyed mimicry show before sleeping. It was the first morning and the sun was just rising, and when we woke up we found ourselves somewhere in the western part of UP, and this is the place where we just stopped to freshen up ourselves. As we continue our journey, we found lots of people like us who were desperate to go back to their home, and they were traveling in any means possible. To pass our time, we did play some games like this, and yes, of course, music also. Then after, it was time for lunch, and it was quite risky to eat everywhere, so we stopped in a place and asked them to cook for us. Then only we ate this. Around 2 p.m. we managed to reach Lucknow, and as we entered the city we somehow got lost, but in the process we got to see this Lucknow High Court, which was quite magnificent. This was in one of the roadside dhabas somewhere in Bihar, and this is where we had our dinner. And what we had is
aloo, plain curry, and rice with jeera dal.
Next morning, when we opened our eyes, we were already inside West Bengal, which was a good news to everyone. Then we stopped in a place where we got fresh and had our morning food. As we move along, when we saw this is the gateway to Bagdra airport. Everybody got their second life because we knew that we were getting closer to Sikkim. And when we saw this, we literally cried inside. Finally, we reached Siliguri at the Santipur station and we were received by Sikkim officials. Now everybody was in peace and was relaxing, and they even got us snacks and water. As there were also people coming from different places, it took some time, and finally at evening we started moving towards Sikkim. As we moved closer to our Himalayan state, we could see the rivers and mountains, which was such a lovely and fresh feeling for everyone. It was already dark when we reached Maldi checkpost, and in the gateway there was this disinfection zone for the vehicles. After we were taken to the camp where our screening and other procedure was done, and after that we were sent to our respective quarantine centers. It was around 10 p.m. We finally reached our quarantine center, which was a school hostel.
यहाँ कोही छैन र अन्त? I think this will be my bed. केटा यहाँ हो?
This is what we had that night. Next morning, we found our talented companion who was doing his Rihaj. It seems he is doing his masters in classical music from BHU. As paid quarantine facility was available, I decided to go for it. It was in Peling, which was in around 2-hour journey from there. So this was my quarantine center where I had to stay for 14 days. this was my room, and it was pretty and beautiful. And then my quarantine days started there, and in the meantime my sample was taken, and fortunately I was tested negative for COVID-19. And slowly the days passed, and I started getting ready for my home quarantine. At last the day came when I could finally go for home quarantine, and my friends came to pick me up.
ए केटा हो तँ धन्यवादै आइदिएको म तिमीहरूलाई
I enjoyed every moment while coming back home, and when I say this, I was really happy because that small mountain is where my hometown is. So finally guys, I'm back home and I'm under home quarantine right now, and I am in the last floor of my home, of my house. And mommy, this is my mom serving food for me. She comes and serves food for me and then goes back. So guys, this was my whole journey from Delhi to my home, and good news is I'm about to complete my home quarantine. And yes, सिक्किममा पनि अहिले पुरा केसहरु बढ्दैछ है। यसमा चाहिँ I want to say हामी चाहिँ as a responsible individual and being part of a responsible civil society, हामी चाहिँ कसलाई पनि blame नगरौँ, अन्त let's spread awareness and positivity in our society. And yes, I want to thank my state government, the health department, and all the frontline warriors who are doing the best efforts for the welfare of our society. And yes, after this, there's a small message from our first COVID-19 warrior from Sikkim. Please hear him out. Guys, thank you very much for watching and giving me your valuable time. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share and subscribe, and give me your feedback or anything down in the comments. And yeah, take care and stay safe.
Hello, म सिक्किमको फर्स्ट कोभिड-19 पेसेन्ट, अन्त अहिले म फाइनली रिकभर भएर मेरो होम क्वारेन्टाइन चल्दैछ र मेरो जुन चाहिँ जर्नी थियो है त्यो मेरो एउटा राम्रो जर्नी रह्यो भनौँ। अनि अहिले जो पनि माथि एडमिट भएको जो पनि पेसेन्टहरू छ कोभिड-19 ले एडमिट भएको, उहाँहरूलाई चाहिँ म एउटा सानो मेसेज दिन चाहन्छु। तपाईहरु अब के छ भने भाइरसले इन्फेक्टेड हुनुभएको छ है अहिले। अब त्यसको मतलब चाहिँ यो हैन कि तपाईहरु है पुरा बेसी अब सिरियस हुन्छ, त्यस्तो केही पनि छैन। तपाईहरुले यसमा केही सुर्ताउनु पर्ने कुराहरु केही पनि छैन। तपाईहरु आरामले बस्नुस्, नडराइ बस्नुस् हो। अन्त जहिले पनि पोजिटिभ सोच्नुस्, अनि नराम्रो कुराहरु नसोच्नुस्। नराम्रो कुराहरुलाई जति सक्दो तपाईले अभोइड गर्ने कोसिस गर्नुस् हो। अनि अर्को चाहिँ के छ भने फेरि चाहिँ तपाईको अब यो टाइममा चाहिँ इम्युनिटी तपाईले है बुस्ट गर्नुपर्ने चाहिँ एकदम इम्पोर्टेन्ट टाइम हो। यति बेला चाहिँ तपाईले के खाएर हुन्छ कि एक्सरसाइज गरेर हुन्छ कि योगा गरेर हुन्छ कि तपाईले आफ्नो इम्युनिटी चाहिँ एकदम स्ट्रङ बनाउनु पर्छ है। आफ्नो इम्युनिटी स्ट्रङ बनाएर नै तपाईले यो भाइरसलाई फाइट गरेर तपाईले जित्न सक्नुहुन्छ यो ब्याटललाई। र त्यसको लागि तपाईलाई अब डाक्टरले है डाक्टरहरूले अरूहरूले जे पनि अब तपाईलाई इन्स्ट्रक्सनहरु दिएको छ त्योहरु राम्रोसँगले फलो गर्नुस् है। डाक्टरहरूलाई त्यहाँको हेल्थ केयरको जुन चाहिँ स्टाफ छ, कोभिड-19 जो वारियर छ उनीहरुलाई है तपाईहरुले कोअपरेट गर्नुस् र आफैले पनि अब हाइजिनहरु मेन्टेन गरेर है जे हुन सक्छ आफ्नो तरफ आफ्नोबाट त्योहरु तपाईले गरिदिनुस् है। र अरु चाहिँ के छ भने तपाईहरु हामीलाई सबैले हामीलाई याद छ कि तपाईहरु छिटै जाति भएर है त्यहाँबाट निस्किनु हुनेछ, सब छिटो रिकभर भएर निस्किनु हुनेछ र हाम्रो सबैको प्रेयर्स तपाईहरुसँग छ। तपाईहरु राम्रोसँग जाति हुनुस्। हुन्छ, थ्यांक यू सो मच।